Gotta always start the workouts. I am definitely tripping. But yeah, welcome my YouTube friends and family to a light little chest day. Going to switch it up a little bit. Usually I start with the dips, a little body weight, but trying to shock the muscle a little bit in this off season. Decided to that I am working my way back down, 190.2 this morning. So I believe I mentioned it on the last one, but we're gonna cut down then bulk back up the right way. Plus it's summer and gonna be going home hopefully in September, and you know, can't be popping out on YouTube looking all extra hard and then get soft. And then there's also no need to get soft as hell, even as a natural, because I was doing some research, especially with the Whoop. It tells you about your HRV, you know, your resting heart rate, blah blah blah, and like just having a lot of not even visceral fat, but just fat on your body is actually not healthy. Like, it's not optimal. There's obviously a lower limit where, like, yeah, you're shredded to the bone, you're gonna deplete your hormones and everything, but like, it's honestly better to be lean, you know. So we're going to get lean. Gonna get a warm up here. Good idea. Kind of puff your chest out, and you want to try to push your elbows together, like instead of just pressing forward here. But then if you just turn your elbows slightly in, it almost pushes like your hands together, but you feel it way more in the chest. And this is a great warm up. But yeah, once at 190s is where I've been, you know, plateauing back in the day. But once I can break back down into that 180s, we're going ham. And then I might have a special surprise for y'all in like 2 weeks for a video. So stay tuned for that. Back on it though. I'll try to throw a picture, a little video of it on the screen, but this loaded creatine from Rise, oh my God, it tastes like lemonade. It literally tastes like lemonade, and all I drink is water, so this is crazy. I actually drank like too much last night because I didn't read it. It says, do not consume more than 1 serving within a 24-hour period. But I had the first bottle. I was like, damn, this shit tastes good, so I made another one. Bro, my stomach paid for it. I don't know what the hell they putting in this shit, but don't drink more than 1 serving a day. But yeah, a little loaded creatine, because one thing I found out during prep, is that I was not taking adequate amount of creatine. What I was taking was 2 capsules a day, and then I read the bottle and it said, take 2 capsules twice a day. I was like, damn. I got my blood levels checked, so my creatine was at 5 grams, but you know, there's studies saying you could do more than 5 grams, especially if you're active and working out. So now I'm loading up on the creatine, so see if it makes a difference. Oh yeah, that's a good stretch right there. 3 warm-ups, working set time. God. Three. Fuck me, bro. Chest is cooking. That's why it's important to shock the muscle, you know? I'm used to a lot of flies, light squeezing motions. Some heavy presses is a good warm-up just to get the blood in there. And then after this next press, we're gonna move to some good flies, get a good stretch. It's gonna be a good off season, baby. It's gonna be a good year. It's a great day to be alive. World War III, bombs everywhere, and you know, some people don't get to choose what they do. They wake up, they do what they have to do. Some people are in war zones just because of where they were born, you know. That's why I feel the most bad about it. Is like, I was just born a black dude, born in America. Imagine you're just born, you know, in the wrong place at the wrong time. So extra grateful to just be able to come in here, work out, push myself in an endeavor of my choosing, and honestly grateful for life. So enough emotional talk. Let's get to these presses. This one's super good too, because on this one at least you can spot yourself if you work out alone, even though these are some grandma equipment. Benefit is I can actually put my feet right here. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, just give myself a good lift off. That's way too light. Come on. Yeah, there we go. You know, why don't you just take a moment to be grateful for everything you have? Bombs dropping all over the world, countries at war with each other, and you get to wake up and complain that the AC isn't on, or complain that it's too hot, or complain about your 9-to-5 job. You get to spend your weekends at college football games, or watching the NBA finals, watching YouTube. There's some people who, due to nobody's fault, were literally just born in the wrong place at the wrong time, and, you know, have to hang out in bomb shelters, or, you know, every weekend are worried about an attack, or just don't enjoy some of the same liberties that we do as, you know, free Americans. So take the time to be grateful for what you have and realize that it can all change in an instant, as we've seen, you know, in the news. Who knows when disaster hits? So why don't you enjoy the little things that you normally complain about, make life a little bit better, you know? I'm glad I get to come in here and be stressed out about a workout, or about my job, or what car I'm gonna buy, or, you know, there's people stressed out about where their next meal's coming from. You know, you're stressed because Jessica didn't text you back. So with all that said, be grateful for what you have, and you know, use that as motivation to have a great day. It's always a good day to have a good day. There's always an excuse to have a great day. So enjoy the little things like I'm about to enjoy this goddamn chest press. All right. Hey Siri, play my We Go Gym playlist on shuffle. Skip this song, Siri. Fuck. If you were 10 failures away from your dream, how fast would you want to fail? I was talking to my buddy about increasing your rate of failure, where, you know, it takes years to get good at something. The first podcast you make, you're not a podcaster. The first steak you cook, you're not a chef. But it's like, if you're only cooking one steak a week, you'll never be Bobby Flay. But imagine, instead of cooking one steak a week, you cook 2 steaks a day. You'd be Bobby Flay a lot sooner, if ever. Same thing with your business, same thing with any endeavor you're trying to pursue. You're starting one business, or you're promoting one thing a month. You're scared to post, one story a day. Imagine if you posted 10. Imagine the lessons you learn. Imagine how much faster you'd fail. Imagine how much faster you'd get to where you want to go. So if you're 10 failures away, how fast would you want to fail? Think about it. The straight bar. Go heavy. This is pretty much the whole stack, but the big key is right here. You want to extend all the way, hold it, and then I feel a good burn. Go up to about 90, and just mainly, this gets me like the ultimate pump, is just holding it right there. Good squeeze. Let's go. God, that is like the ultimate tricep pump. Whew. Once this dress comes off of me. But I don't know, it's definitely like the body dysmorphia, but it's also like, the evolution of going to the gym, where like a couple years ago, my coach, Chris, I used to just walk into the gym, I'm telling you, with just a stringer on. He's like, bro, a pump cover. I was like, nah, bro, they're gonna see these muscles. No pump, no nothing, God, how far we've come. But yeah, just like, I don't know. It's definitely like a Mr. Olympia thing, like the hugest guys like Chris Bumstead, Keon, like Derek Lunsford, like, all of them just wear like extra big stuff. So, makes me feel like I'm one of them, even though the goal is to be better than them, because if anybody can do something, so can you. Maybe I'm not going to hop on a cycle of androgynous steroids yet, but I can at least feel it, you know, feel good, look good. And what's the worst that happens, you know? And I still have people coming here like, bro, you look huge. And I'm like, bro, I'm literally wearing a dress, you know? But yeah.